gardens. From what you've seen of the play so far, how do you rate the standard of snooker that's been played in the Championship, Mark?
Overall, I think the standard's been as good as normal. Maybe not as many centuries as there normally has been, but I think overall the standard's been quite good. I think the centuries have been down because there's quite a lot of one-sided matches, especially in the first round. But I think that'll pick up, and I expect a lot of the matches to go close from now on.
Did you, as players, believe, like many commentators, that this is one of the most open draws at the Championship that we've seen for a long number of years?
I think it is. I think because there's been so much snooker played this year, there's a lot of people coming into this tournament with form. Not to be disrespectful to the people in the top half, but the top half, I think, is the widest open half of any draw there's ever been here at Sheffield. Any one of the 16 players that were in that half could get through. My money would be probably on Graham Dott to get through, but anyone could win.
How are the tables playing? Because they have been covered every couple of days. Are the tables playing a little bit tighter or easier, or how's the cloths?
I was sort of disappointed in the table whenever I played Matthew, but I think I got the last day of the first cloth, which meant it was a little bit heavier, a little bit slower. But against Barry, the table was beautiful, no problems at all, and I expect it to be the same the rest of the tournament now.
Okay, well, Mark, thank you very much. As you can see, we're back into the action with Ronnie and Sean. I'm sure this has just been as eagerly anticipated amongst the players as it is to everyone else watching at home, and we thank you once again for stopping and chatting.
Thanks.
I hope you enjoyed your cup of tea, by the way.
Yeah, it was nice.
Back to John and John.
Well, thank you, Hazel, and not much has happened. Just a little safety exchange. Ronnie deciding to play containing safety at this end. Ronnie was in the practice room for the majority of the interval. So that's not like Ronnie to do that.
Yes, it's slightly unusual, but spoke to one of his pals at the interval and he was saying he's really enjoying playing. Loving the competition of it all, and you can tell when they're interested, the players, when they do go off to have a little knock in between.
No attempt at the pot there, of course, but a chance for Ronnie to put this cue ball tight to the top cushion and try to cover the reds with the black.
Very good cue ball there. Makes it so much more difficult for your opponent to dig down and get any side on the cue ball when it's stuck on the rail.
First mistake from Ronnie. He's left the red on to the left middle. And the way the reds are spread, it's one of those situations. A little bit of pressure on this pot, don't get me wrong, but if you can get position on a colour, then it's a great chance to score heavily.
Yes, he's got a, as you say, John, priority knock it in. Looks like he'd be cannoning the red that's near the yellow in baulk, I think. Well, he was wider than that, which was even better for him.
One.
And that cue ball looks to have come to rest in a great spot. Drop this blue in, and the two reds closest to the pink spot are available. So this is a great chance.
Six. Seven.
What is the pink still in the open?
13.
It's not bad, is it? And if it goes in the left corner, well does it. It's tight. They just go in the right middle. It's not completely out of commission. But the black's available into both corner pockets. Great chance, this.
Yes, John, and for all, it's wonderful to win the tactical frames that take 20 minutes and half an hour. There's nothing like getting in with one visit snooker and seeing the scoreboard change quickly. Sean can win the frame at this visit. 7-5 will go 7-6 very quickly.
21.
But you can't miss those.
21.
That is a sitter.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? The frame at his mercy. And he's missed when he was in. So that terrific chance for Sean has been gifted to Ronnie.
Eight.
Maybe a bit of value here in potting this red and playing for the brown, getting the brown on its own spot. Well,
9.
didn't feel the necessity to do that. Played for the yellow. Reds are so nicely spread that I just feel if you get a good angle on one, you'd be easy to get on the next ball.
I don't know about you though, John. Sometimes when you have frames like this and the balls are spread all over the place, you could get a bit awkward at times. You were just not used to them being there.
Yeah, I think the one weakness that we have is just looking too far ahead.
11.
I think you just got to concentrate one shot at a time and just concentrate on leaving a nice angle on the red. Now he has decided
12.
to play for the brown and get the brown on its spot. Just tidies up the table.
Yes, and we mentioned Ronnie was having a little practice in the mid-session interval. He was probably also trying to break the tip,
16.
because unbelievably that's a brand new tip he stuck on this morning.
And he's not played that well. Well,
70.
he potted the red nice and easy, but that's not how he played. I think he played for the red near the far right corner. Yeah, I think the modern game's all about plain ball striking, so
22.
a new tip if you're playing ball striking is fine. I think the new tip
23.
can let you down somewhat if you start to play with a little bit of side.
I must confess I absolutely hated playing with a new tip. It was always far too soft and didn't seem to be able to have
29.
great feel with it, but this fella didn't seem to bother. The only other one I know likes that's Joe Swale. He could play with
30.
a fruit pastel on the end of it.
Oh, I've seen some of Joe's tips, yeah. I mean, almost like a concertina, they were that soft.
$37. 38.
So far so good, taking these nicely, and he needs to be up on the pink and black. You score a lot more off your reds rather than messing around with the baulk colours. And so far he's taken these really well.
45.
Once again though, John, Sean Murphy must be asking himself, how did I miss that red?
Yes, it hurts when you miss balls like that, because it's a ball that you would pot. Well, if you set it up 100 times,
50.
that'd be the 1 out of 100 that he'd miss.
51. $54.
Well, you mentioned making the table look a
55.
little tidier. It certainly looks it now. There's balls everywhere when he came to the table, but he's taken these very nicely.
Quick glance at the scoreboard tells him that he just needs the colour and the last red. So surely a play for the red that's near the far right corner. This red to go 37 points in front with only 35 remaining. So that miss from Sean
58.
Murphy has cost him dear.
$62. Thanks. 63.
Well, it really doesn't matter what type of break it is. They all seem to come alike.
68.
Balls were everywhere here when he started off. There's the
70.
combination. Looks like a tube of Smarties. Everything you can think of. He's taken them beautifully.
73.
No century, of course, available.
77. $82.
Just under hit it a little bit, so he might just roll the pink in knowing Ronnie, or will he play an exhibition shot? Nah, just make certain. Oh, well, it is an exhibition shot. We were trying that in the classic shot.
88.
I must ask him how he did that. Wonderful.
95.
Okay, Sean Murphy presented the chance, but Ronnie O'Sullivan did the ultimate and punished him severely. And now, once again, goes 3 frames in front, this time 8-5.